Alright, so I just got this in the mail today, and what this is, if you're wondering, is a Shopify order plaque for 100,000 orders. And today we're going to be unboxing it, and then we're just going to go over a few things, my thoughts about it, and some other things. So let's first of all just open this. This is like a little a letter that they put on top. I've seen these before because I do have I think 4 or 5 of the 10,000 order plaques. So anyway, let's just open this, see what it says. So basically it just says 100,000, and then it says 100,000. That's how many lifetime orders your store has shipped. Obviously it says my store name, but I like to keep my brand names private. And then it just has like basically a long message. It's a template that they use, obviously, and then it just has the signature from the founder of Shopify, Harley Finkelstein. Okay, so that's that letter there. And then we got the actual box itself. So you guys can see here, this is the silver plaque. It's actually a bit more heavy than the white ones, is what I immediately noticed. I'll put a photo of it on the screen afterwards anyway. But yeah, it basically just says congratulations, then the name of the brand on reaching 100,000 orders. Then it just says the day that I completed it as well. And then what's it saying here? It just has the brand that actually makes these for Shopify. And then it has a little like dust cleaner that you would use for your glasses or whatever it is. So anyway, I'm just gonna put this back here. So yeah, that's the box. It's pretty basic. I mean, it's just end of the day, it's just a piece of metal, right? It's just another goal, and yeah, I mean, it feels good, but at the same time, you can always do better. That's what I always think, right? Every mountain you climb is just a new beginning. And R.D. Rockefeller famously said, the moment you think you reach a top is the moment your descent begins. And yeah, so I started e-commerce around late 2023. And I just remember just looking back and, just thinking about all those sleepless nights, staying up till 3 a.m., sometimes getting no sleep for multiple days, just testing, different products. And yeah, it's just crazy just to think how far that God has allowed me, to progress. And, I'm very grateful for everything, even though this milestone, I think, is literally just a piece of metal. I'm still extremely grateful for it. And also all the learnings and mentors I have, like if any of my mentors are watching, I love you all, and I appreciate everything that you guys have taught me. And yeah, all the different things that I've learned along the way have all contributed. And this is just the beginning, really. Like, next we got to do 1 million orders, which if you guys are on Shopify payments, you would know that it's going to be very hard to actually do that. But believe, act, receive. And yeah, most people think, being an entrepreneur or just achieving success in general is about all the things that come with it. Like, whether it's a milestone like this or a watch or a car, but, the actual love is actually in the journey. So it's about understanding that and falling in love with actually pursuing that, right? So just wanting to get better every single day, just improving 1%, learning new things, meeting new people that are all going to contribute to ultimately what you want to succeed, what you want to achieve. And, the success and the materialistic stuff is all just a byproduct of that, right? It's just loving the journey and learning to find joy in the suffering. And at the end of the day, I've already said this multiple times, but it's literally just a hunk of metal, right? It's the same if you're driving a Ferrari, right? It literally doesn't mean anything. And at the end of the day, everything in this world is temporary, right? And I'm not gonna lie, it felt good for like maybe 5 minutes, but I'm already over the feeling of it, and it's just gonna just sit on the desk and be like, yeah, okay, whatever, it is what it is. I also think that people can see success as a means to get complacent, and that is not how you want to see it. And there's another side to it where you can see success every time you hit a new level as a means to actually push you further and drive you towards the next goal, the next milestone, right? So that's the way I personally see it, is like, you know, if you buy a watch or if you buy anything, whatever it is, or you get a milestone, it's like, okay, now that's just more fuel, more motivation to actually get to the next step. Yeah, and at the end of the day, if you keep chasing things of this world, you're gonna always be left feeling empty inside. And you know, that's why it's important to have a relationship with God, but also to, as I was saying before, like just be content and be grateful with everything that you do have currently. Because how is God, or if you don't believe in God, the universe, how is God gonna bless you with more if you're not even grateful with what you currently have, right? So grateful is a frequency of abundance, and you just have to be grateful for that. At the end of the day, the milestones are all just checkpoints, right? It's just like you're playing a video game and you just achieve, like let's say you're playing GTA and you finish a new heist. And then what do you do after that heist? You just keep doing more heists, you keep getting more experience, and you keep leveling up your character. So it's the same in life, right? Every single goal should just lead towards another goal. And if it doesn't, that is where ultimately your decline begins, right? So that's why it's important. Like I personally will never stop setting new goals and achieving those goals, right? As long as God wills it. Because what else are you going to do in this life? Are you just going to sit around and complain about your situation and not take any action, right? Just to break down sort of what I did as well to, you know, get these results is I just build systems about everything that is repeatable, right? So let's say if you're testing products in the beginning, you know, being in the game obviously helps. Like you can sort of understand what it is that the customer actually wants to buy, right? And then once you figure that out, you just make a system to constantly test, you know, 5 to 10 products a week. You have KPIs that you look at those KPIs, and then you do the same with your ads, right? So you test a certain amount of ads every day, every week. Then you can move on to landing pages, then briefs for the editors, and then also for the visual designers, right? And everything that is repeatable, all you do is just make a system. You got to have belief in yourself as well. You got to have courage as well. Like for example, you got to be able to, you know, throttle the budgets on the ads even when shit is against you, and just be like, you know, you just know it's gonna work out, right? You just gotta have that faith in God and in that He's given you the ability to do so. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. Like most people overcomplicate e-commerce, and it's really not that complicated. And I literally don't have anything to sell you guys, so I'm just making this video hopefully to inspire you to set new goals, and set goals that you don't think are a bit maybe outside of your capabilities at the moment. For example, if you've never made, you know, 10K, 50K in a month profit, then you should set that as like, you know, a 6-month goal, and then set incremental goals that lead up to that, right? And then it's just believe, act, receive, and it's just that continuous process, right? And if you do that, if you have faith in God, you keep a good heart, you act with integrity in everything you do, you work hard, then, you know, you can achieve anything you want. Don't let anyone stop you from going after your goals, right? Because dreams do not die unless you do. So with that being said, I know it's only a short video, but that's all my thoughts, and 1 million orders has already happened, right? The 3D just has to catch up. So with that being said, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you all for watching to the end, and make sure you guys like and subscribe, and also tell me what you want to see next.